Squonk. Hey guys, Vick here, back with another review. Today we are looking at this, the Asmodus Galatek RDA from Asmodus. What is it? It's a 24mm RDA from them, 2-post deck, undercoil airflow setup, 24mm wide, and it comes with a squonk pin and a normal pin as well. It's got these crazy fins on top. They're actually for heat dissipation. Adjustable airflow down here, and a very interesting deck that we will have to have a really good look at indeed. Let's go down low, have a good look at it, then come back up top for some pros and cons. There is one kind of big con that we need to address, so let's just get down and do it. See you in a sec. Okay guys, here we are up close with the Galatek RDA from Asmodus. This is the packaging. There's no warnings on here, so there's TPD issued there potentially. This is the stainless steel version. I think there's a black, gold, stainless steel and multicolored, I believe. This is the box. We got our RDA in here. Come back to that. We've got our normal pin in there. We've got our squonk pin in right now. There's an Allen key down the side to help with that. And your spares comes with O-rings and screws and a couple of nice coils actually. It comes with a couple of nice coils as standard. So that is the packaging. This is the RDA. Quite a funky design. Now these grooves, this top cap section is a weird looking thing. The idea behind that is air dissipation, heat dissipation I should say. It's got a drip tip. 810 apparently is the size of this. Goon tips don't fit and 510 drip tips don't fit, and there's no adapters for those things. So that's a thing. If I pull this off here, you can see how this top cap works. So you've got your domed chamber in there, but this is just an additional bit of metal that sits on top like that. Just sits on top, and it helps to keep the RDA cool. Drip tip on, back on like that, and there we go. So removing this, taking it apart, the airflow is obviously adjustable just by turning this chamber like that. You can make it smaller or make it bigger. You can see what build we've got in here now. If we get something for pointing, you can see that you've got your big air channel there, and your air comes in there, and it's all quite nicely rounded off. It's quite a smooth, swooshy vape. You can see the coils that I've got in here now, quite beastie coils. Now the idea here is you drop the coil in vertically and you bend it down like the Goon LP. You bend it down over these posts. You want to leave about 2 centimeters of lead length and then bend them over. It may be a trial and error thing. But I haven't had any issues with putting the coil right down to the bottom, or any shorting issues or anything like that, and I actually found it quite simple compared to the Goon LP to put in and fold down, so that was good. No problems there really. And this is the deck, you know, so you tighten these Allen keys, tightens it all up, and the deck has been absolutely fine. The one issue with the deck is the way this thing wicks. So the idea of the RDA is that you put your cotton in through here like you normally would, and then you place your cotton all up this side here, leaving this bit underneath completely free. However, it doesn't take much squonking or much dripping if you do that to fill up this chamber here. This is all closed off by Vick. And it doesn't take much to fill this little square of juice, and it starts to go over the top. There is no hole in the deck or anything like that, so there is no way of getting juice into this side bit if you block this off. So it causes a real problem. What I will do now is I will wick it how I've been wicking it, and then we'll come back to it. Okay guys, so this is actually how I have wicked the the RDA. You are meant to put your wicks, as I've said, down in these grooves here, but what I've done, if you look closely, is I've ramped the cotton up inside right up against the coil here, creating a wall against the airflow, which means no matter how much I squonk, it's not going to go down the airflow control. It's just going to go up that ramp and back down again. The unfortunate thing about this wicking method is you're completely making all this space around the side redundant, but it does mean I never over squonk and I never have juice going down my airflow. So that's why I've done it like that. But as you can see, it's working for me. And let's put this back on and go back up top. Okay guys, that was the Galatek RDA from Asmodus, up close and personal. Yeah, so we talked about it down low. Let's just dive into it now. The deck and the formation of the deck and the wicking situation with this RDA. I have not quite got it right in my opinion. So the idea being that you put your cotton in these outer bits here, but no matter where you put your cotton, you're blocking off the juice from flowing around the deck, which means it's incredibly easy to over squonk this. This certainly doesn't allow you to get the juice around the deck. The solution, in my opinion, is simply to have these post holes, these where you put your coil in, as like a bridge. If they had a gap in, there, juice could flow through those and fill up this back section here, and that would solve the problem, in my opinion. Just some sort of arc to allow juice to flow through there would solve the problem altogether. But the way it's situated, juice just cannot move around in here, and it just can't do it. So, and that is why I've wicked it the way I've wicked it that you saw down low. I've ignored those outer bits, and I've just built a wall against the airflow, so that when you squonk, it just ramps the juice up, but doesn't go so high that it goes over and into the airflow. So that's how I have set it up. So that's a major con, really. Even more so in normal vaping mode. In squonky mode, it's fine. 3 drags, press the bottle. 3 drags, press the bottle. You're fine. It's not too big a deal. But in normal vaping mode, you're going to be dripping down the middle of this every second of every day. You're going to be doing that, and it's going to get a little bit tiresome. And it's all down to the design of that deck. If you put some gaps in those posts, then the juice can run around and it'll be solved. So that's that, and that's a major con, and I've got to mention it. The other thing, I've got to say, it has these grooves, these arcs, these things, sort of a double barrel on top of each other, top cap. Now, the point of it, it's not to do with airflow or anything like that. The point of it is heat dissipation. So you're protected from touching the actual chamber of the RDA. There's a second one which heats up and air can flow around there, and it helps to cool it down. And it does help to cool it down, but this thing still gets really hot, really hot if you're vaping on it a lot. And it's a 24mm RDA, so you're going to be doing your big builds in here, your hot builds, your low resistance builds. So it is going to get hot, and it does get hot. So unfortunately, although those grooves are a thing and they are doing something, they're not doing enough. It can still get hot. I've got to point that out. It doesn't completely solve the problem, although nice idea. The third thing, highly debatable again, but when I put a picture of this on my Instagram and on my Facebook, people are drawing comparisons to everything. Like, it looks like a Doctor Who baddie, it looks like this, it looks like Dusty Bin, it looks like this. It's an interesting looking RDA. There's no getting around it. No getting around the looks of this. It's a weird thing. I'm sort of into it a little bit. Kind of looks like a robot's face. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird looking. There's no getting around it. That's what I'll leave it at that. It's weird looking. Final thing. Now it says on their website it fits 810 drip tips, and it may well do, but you're going to have to look really hard to find a drip tip that will suit this RDA. Really, in my opinion, you're stuck with this one. Goon tips do not fit in here, slightly too big. There is no 510 adapter, so you can't put a 510 drip tip in here either. So the drip tip thing is possibly a negative for you as well. I don't mind the one that it comes with, but I literally can't seem to find any other drip tips that fit. So there we go. But that's the negatives. Those are the negatives reeled off. The positives though are the post holes, the deck. Actually, to put your coils in is fantastic. As you saw down low, I've got some really nice little coils in here, and it's a dream. It's a dream. The 2-post thing I think is great. I'm not actually sure why we ever went to a 3-post. I get 4-post, I get 2-post. I'm not exactly sure why we ever did 3-post, to be honest. But yeah, the post holes, the whole deck situation is really good, and I hadn't had a problem with any of the threads of the screws or anything like that. Really nice deck, really nicely made. The whole thing is really nicely made. That is a positive. You know, the way it's put together, the way it's machined is all excellent. Tension on the O-rings is really nice as well. So all that is really positive. The airflow is quite nice. It looks like they have attempted some slight beveling and smoothing off, and it is quite a nice swooshy vape. The main positive though, the absolute gold stamp positive of this RDA is the flavour. It's low profile, it's a very short little RDA, and the flavour is tremendous. Really, really great flavour. It's a really, really tasty RDA. It genuinely is very, very tasty indeed. Very much enjoying how it vapes and the flavour I'm getting from it and the cloud production. There's a lot of low profile RDAs where the flavour is tremendous because there's literally boiling hot juice pouring into your mouth and spitting into your mouth. You don't get any of that with this. It works very, very well. It's just the right amount of low profile. And yeah, it's a very tasty, very cloudy, very tasty vape, very pleasant vape indeed. And that's obviously that's the main thing, and it does excel in that respect. Yeah, it's just I just think they need to tweak it, do a tweak and bring it back out again, because the flavour's fantastic. Just need to sort that juice flow out, and maybe the drip tip. There's a few little quirks they could fix, but the flavour, the vape quality is tremendous. Very, very good indeed. I've been Vick, and I'll see you again soon.